sure. Got to be sure.
Got to be sure.
I've got to be sure.
I shouldn't have did that. Yo, you tuning in to the No Shit Podcast. I'm your host, Dizzy D. Spill, with my co-host in the building.
Jelani Evans.
It's Farmer Poe, man.
Yeah, for y'all that didn't catch the beginning of that, we was just complaining about Thanksgiving. It's time to change the tide, you know what I'm saying, and tell the truth about how we feel, man. You know,
Were we complaining about
Thanksgiving? I wouldn't say complaining about it.
Making an observation.
Yeah, that's all. I'm just saying, like, you know, every day you should be thankful. You should be waiting for a holiday to really think about how blessed you are, or be thankful for certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you don't eat good on a regular, then I understand.
Some people don't eat good on a regular. Some people don't know how to cook well enough to just even eat basic, like, meal.
Man, I don't know
chicken,
nothing
rice,
about
and
that.
corn.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna just keep it a bean, man.
Why you
sometimes
chicken, rice, and corn.
But that's a
crazy.
basic.
Well,
you don't got to do
rice.
the corn. They getting out the can.
The corn,
the rice
I
cooking
like
itself.
I don't know. I don't feel like that fits.
You don't have
you know what
fried
I'm
chicken
saying?
with rice and corn.
Yeah, I'm trying to make
Green
it
beans,
chicken
rice and something.
Oh, do you mean like corn on the cob?
That's what I thought. Corn on the cob when he said that, because I'm like, he mean like fried corn.
Nah, canned corn.
I mean, I've had canned corn.
You shouldn't have canned corn. You're a farmer. You should be shucking.
I'm not talking about me.
Oh, okay.
I don't be shucking and driving.
I was talking about shucking corn, bro.
He said he'd be growing and driving.
Check this out, sucker.
That's the WB.
Check this out, sucker. I don't be shucking and jiving. Calm
Nah,
down.
but some people just really don't know how to make a little basic meal. So
That's heavy.
It's fast food on a daily basis, 5 to 7 days out the week.
Nah, we cooking and we
fast food ain't fast food.
Marinades and reductions and we cooking, baking, broiling, sauteing, grilling. Like, it goes down.
That's what I'm trying to get my son to understand. Is
we doing all of that.
I had him making some pasta.
Yeah, I seen the video. You had him in the kitchen, and then you was trolling him while he was cooking. Yeah. My man was cutting up mushrooms. He talking about, what, you making a sandwich? Hey, even his son looked at him like, hold on. What? What are you doing?
Why you playing me?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like, yo, you're about to go viral.
Listen,
For the wrong reasons.
Better learn that.
Man.
How's that going, though?
It's cool. This is the first time I've had him make pasta, I think. I just wanted to show him how easy
So you're gonna start rotating them in on the cooking for the holidays and stuff like that. I see the vision.
Yeah,
I see the vision.
For himself, it's really to teach him.
It starts out that way, and then when it's convenient, it's like, hey, I got some stuff in there in that kitchen you need to figure out, man. I'm gonna go in here and take care of what's going on in here.
No, I already did the speakerphone call with my mom and let her know, like, tell him, because they thought I was playing one day. Mm-hmm. Mom, tell him how many days out the week I had to fend for myself. They was going to happy hour every Thursday for years. This was their every day, every Thursday. So
that was a break from y'all.
No, from me.
Yeah.
They know y'all.
Okay. You gotta remember, he was only a child.
You drove from both the tree? Bro, you was a wild one.
Bro.
So I had to, eventually, ain't no coming back home with Jack in the Box. It's some stuff up there in the freezer. Get it together or make whatever, you know what I mean? But luckily we had those, like, steaks that they order in them big bulks. And then we had a bunch of...
I told the story, bro, about the first time I spent the night over there. We was in seventh grade. And it was like, yeah, we make Harold do everything. You know what I'm saying? There's the eggs over there. There's noodles. You take care of yourself. And I was just looking around
confused.
like,
he like,
I was looking like Nylon on Dave Chappelle. How he was looking at the camera like,
hey, you know that meme from The Wire? It's like,
yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I felt, bro.
You ever been to a partner house where he got chores? And you got the same chores. Yeah. Sometimes you go to a partner house, you could just sit back. Oh, he got this chores. He's gonna be in the room playing the game. It's like, nah, he washing them. You putting them up.
And she would include you in the lesson, right? Because I put a bowl in the sink one time. She's like, oh, over here we rinse them out and then we put them in the dishwasher. I said, oh, yeah, I was part of the family quick.
Yo, you get a complimentary.
I'm a guest. I guess you didn't know.
You get a complimentary couple hours.
His parents did not play.
School. After the couple hours after school, and your parent come pick you up, everything covers. And now when you come over,
You know where stuff is.
Yeah.
Cabinets.
Your backpack's supposed to be here, Darian? Nah, it's supposed to be over there. She hit me with the Jedi mind trick. It's supposed to be over here? Nah, it's supposed to be over there. Let me grab
Is that
this.
a trick? What?
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was real. But yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm trying to. I'm getting them. He thought it was game, so I had her on speakerphone telling him.
You had to put Grand Cephas on the phone, like, tell him.
Yeah, let him know. So figure it out now.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
It is.
How y'all feeling though, man?
I'm good. This is my time of the year.
Yeah, it's my time of the year too. I can say that. I think it's everybody's time of the year. I mean, we got some exclusives. You know what I'm saying?
It's always my time of the year. I'm year round. You know what I mean?
Nah, I can't wear hoodies year round.
I was just talking about it in general.
Yeah,
like,
as far as
I'm working on some muscle hoodies for July, but right now,
as far as the climate is concerned,
I like the winter. That's my.
You like the winter?
I like.
I enjoy the rain.
I like the fall.
I enjoy the rain.
I like the fall too, because they relate a little bit.
I like the fall back.
This nigga said the winter. I'm like, oh damn, nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga come in here with furs and shit.
Hey, I got them ready right now, bro. Laid across the bed, ready for the fur jackets, man.
Man.
But I was looking at some of them other coats in there, and I was like, not yet. Soon. Not. You feel me? Sweaters with the cow necks and whatnot. Soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm stepping in here looking like the single uncle.
I especially like the rain.
Come here, nephew. Who that is over there by the greens?
It's less I got to do in the garden.
By the greens.
Come here, nephew.
Real talk. So, man,
What's new?
Diddy.
Right to it.
Diddy
He got
bopping
right
through the city?
to it.
Diddy.
You can't even say that no more. That takes on a whole different.
Sean Combs.
There you go.
I mean,
nah.
because the new name you can't say.
Oh, yeah.
You know how he changed his name a few times? It's like, oh, you can't say the old names. We're going to stay with the old names. The new names, I don't think it's going to help this case.
When you listen, Puff Daddy don't sound like a good name either, bro.
Love?
Evil.
Sean Combs.
I think Sean Combs is better.
Is where we at.
Sean Combs.
Versus, no, I'm playing.
Versus the state.
All right, let's explain what is going on.
So, well, which one? I mean, he's part of the Tupac situation.
We're not talking about that.
He's part of. It seems like they striking while the iron is hot. But the main thing is Cassie decided to sue him. His ex-girlfriend, former artist.
$30 million lawsuit, right?
$30 million lawsuit.
Let's move slow because there's development.
The
$30 million lawsuit.
case is settled.
Yeah, they settled.
We moving too fast. The listeners, you got to give them a little bit of.
Man, if y'all not doing y'all research, y'all living under rocks. It's been all over social media.
First, we got to talk about the suit.
Him raping and abusing.
Leave them wondering.
Graping.
No.
Graping.
No.
Graping.
No.
So
Grape.
There
There's
was
a reason
actual.
That's the purple.
There was actual. That was the allegations.
Bro, he was 30
what
plus and she was
interpreted?
19, right? There's no reason that relationship ever should have happened in the first place. That's straight control. Think about it. There's 100% control, mind manipulation, everything. Like, bruh, really?
I mean,
let's be honest. She's
no
not even
19-year-old.
She's not even old enough to drink, my guy, and she's in a full blown relationship with an adult, a real adult.
yeah.
You know
All
what
right,
I'm
so
saying?
all right, so what are the allegations? What is
The allegations, she wants $30 million because of all
he led with 30.
Yeah, she wants $30 million because while they're in a relationship, there was abuse, there was graping for YouTube reasons. I got to say graping.
Right, for sure.
And just a lot of different abuse. I don't know what the contract.
Physical?
Yeah, mental, physical,
Emotional, all of that, bro.
emotional.
All of that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't put it past anybody that's on that level that they've gotten away with those type of things. And when I say anyone, I'm talking about when you are a billionaire status, you are on a high millionaire, you're past deca millionaire status. I just think that there's a ceiling that you break through that everybody ain't trying to break through.
Where you don't accept the word no?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And over the years, you're hearing more things come out. Now, I have my own disagreements about the way things are being presented.
I'm just wondering why she took so long.
I'm wondering why when these things happen with these women, that it goes to, because what I've been seeing in comment sections, right, is how hard it is to come forward. And I respect that. There's men that this stuff has happened to, and they taking that to the grave, right? So that's okay. All right, I get it. It takes a long time, but I'm trying to understand how you go to a public platform instead of going to a justice platform to receive justice, right? You want to get your story told. You want to be understood. You want this person, hopefully you want this person off the streets, right? Why do we diverge from the justice system, from the police and everything, from all of the things that can get this person locked away, and we go straight to Instagram?
You keep saying, why do people?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it seems
I
like
don't have a case right
in
now.
the court of public opinion, you're going to have people mostly agree with you. When you're going against a person like with that much power as Puffy, going to the justice system, you probably are going to have much more of a difficult time even getting certain things to be included in the case. There's going to be a lot.
Public opinion means nothing, though. And it don't really hold no weight.
I know, but the question is, why do people?
Oh, okay. So
you're going to get validated.
So you're looking for validation.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I mean, it ain't even necessarily. I don't want to say validation to say that what she's saying she needs to be validated for, as if it's not true. I don't know, but people are more likely to get people to understand them and mostly agree with what they're going through rather than going to the courts, because the courts, regardless of whether the person is guilty or not, whoever is the accuser or accusee, you got to play a certain game in the courts, and a lot of that.
It's about what you can prove.
A lot of information may not be presented to the public. It's so many people who lose these cases that we're going against these high-powered people. You got to have the money. He may have so much control over her ability to even take it to the court. But according to what's going on, he settled out of court pretty fast.
Well, you know why?
Nah.
He don't need the attention. He don't want to be put any more in the spotlight than what he is. And if it goes to trial, then there might be more information, right? More things that are brought into the light to put him in a, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, you know what I mean?
That leads me to kind of believe more.
Well, you're constantly,
you'll be, latter.
For the next X amount of years, you're constantly in the news for something negative. And if you're trying to spread love.
Apparently, he was trying to spread love. She just didn't want it.
Aggressive love. Well, what I'm saying is that
Jelani.
What I'm saying is that when you have when you have, like, the other thing I wanted to address, because I seen this floating around social media where it's like, oh, look how fast he settled. People, you guys got to understand how business entities and how business people work. It will cost them more money in the long run to fight a case sometimes than just settling outside of court. So if somebody says, I'm going to sue you for $10 million, you could spend $25 million just to prove that you are innocent. That doesn't always mean that they're now in his situation, that's fast. I get what you're saying, but that doesn't mean. I just want to put out there for the record for people that don't read anything. Just because people settle out of court doesn't mean they are 100% guilty of charges.
On the same breath, it could also compromise.
Because Mike didn't do that.
Current and future deals, right?
Mike Tyson?
Come on, man. Mike didn't do that.
It could compromise current and future deals as well.
Yeah,
right?
it can.
So you being in the public, we being.
Oh, well, there's a couple Michaels. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In trial and all these different things, there might be people that don't want to no longer be associated with you, or might put a pause on things until the outcome, because they don't want to be seen as somebody who's dealing with someone who looks like, or who has done, or who, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can cost all type of money, not just to go through a trial for that, but I mean in the future, in years to come, like, so I mean to settle out will actually like kind of put things, I won't say put them on hush, but it will quiet things down.
Oh, it's definitely quiet money. Yeah, I get what you're saying. In this instance, it's definitely quiet money, and yeah, you're right. Like, I'll give you
how much they settle out of court for is going.
Oh, that's gonna be
for a disclosed amount.
Yeah, disclosed amount.
Of course, yeah, we ain't gonna find out.
So it could be more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when it's a disclosed amount, it could be more. Same thing that happened with Cap in the NFL. That was a disclosed amount. Nobody knows what Cap got paid from the NFL, but they understood. All right, this is going to be a long process, or somewhere they're going to win some charges or whatever. So let's just get it out the way. But I will say that the issue that I have with this, and I've discussed it with you for a few minutes off mic, Jelani, is that the trend of this happening And what I need people to understand, whether you're a victim of something like this or not, is there's a reason why the comment section does not get used as evidence or as some kind of persuasion to get a jury or somebody to understand, because there's so many of us. It's people that look like us. And it just shows me this is probably how we get caught up in stuff and how we can't defend ourselves, because we do all this talking using our opinion, thinking we know what's going on. And if people have been paying attention all year, yes, Diddy is looking really bad for a lot of reasons.
Oh, he's looking horrible.
Right? But let's look at people that were accused of this stuff that they come to find out wasn't guilty. And this is why I have an issue with people just... Michael Irvin got accused of something earlier this year and they found out that was false.
Then the same thing happened with Jonathan Majors.
And the person that accused him actually apologized. And so...
Because they're going to court now.
Yeah, they're going to jail. So that's the part where I do look at Diddy sideways, where it's like, how everybody talks about how powerful he is. If I'm that powerful, right, and I know I'm completely innocent,
you're not settling.
You're not settling nothing. You're not getting a dime.
That fast?
You're not getting a dime.
Let's also think about, like, you know, a lot of the stories and things that have been spread around by other celebrities who have had dealings with Diddy as far as in parties and behind closed doors and all of these type of things, and how he's how these are all stories, these are hearsay, but like
it's infamous Diddy parties.
There's been too many people with the whole hearsay talking about for you to be like, yeah, it's all cap. Like, nah, some of this stuff is real. And I know, and you know, they done heard of, you know, I know y'all heard about how, like, at these big parties there's different rooms with different things going on inside of these different rooms. And certain rooms you can be invited into and certain rooms you can't be invited into. And you have to actually be invited into these rooms for whatever it is that's going on behind these closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Going on
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I can't confirm or deny because I've never been. But I know. I bet. Whoa, I bet. But I'm just saying, like, it's wild, right? And when you hear about Diddy being at the center of a lot of these crazy and outlandish parties, right? And then you hear about these stories, and then you hear about what happened with him and Cassie, you be like, I mean,
all I know is
it really cap?
I don't listen. I think whatever she had, I think a lot of it was true. I just don't like how she went about it.
Okay, so what is she? Because I only saw the clippings about
my biggest issue with Cassie is when she made the statement of, like, strength. Like, I'm coming forward, you know, this needs to be said in so many words. I'm doing this for all of us, you know.
And then settled.
And what about the rest of y'all? Where's the justice for the women that you were speaking? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all think that it was about y'all too?
Nah.
That's cap. That was cap.
I bet you think this case was about you. No, you're not getting a dime.
I'm about to use y'all, bounce up.
And when I had this
that sounds like never mind.
When I've had this conversation, right?
Never mind.
When I had this conversation with, first of all, I made a post. First of all, I made a post.
Get it out now.
I made a post.
Sponsors yet. You gotta get it out.
No, we're not doing that. But I agree with him.
Right.
But I agree with him.
We're
not going down that road, but I agree with him.
All right.
That's why
I agree with him. Now, like I said, what my issue was when first of all, I made a post on Facebook and I had people that never even respond or comment to my post ever.
Of course.
Leaving a whole bunch of paragraphs, I said 2 sentences. And without saying verbatim what those sentences were, but it went something like this. This whole situation with Diddy is crazy, but the people that been knowing about it is just as guilty as him, if it's true. And then I had, and I was like, wow, you got all that out of 2 sentences. And basically what I'm saying is, like, I felt like Kid Cudi should have shut the fuck up, honestly.
What Kid Cudi say?
Well, he brought up the time where they were dating, and he was Cassie.
What?
Kid Cudi and Cassie was dating, and he got a threat from Diddy about his car being blown up, and his car got blown up right after that.
That wasn't a threat. It sounded like a promise.
That was
guaranteed.
Yeah. That wasn't a threat.
It sounds warning. Yeah. And so, but what I don't. This is I have it. I have an issue. I have an issue with so many people coming forward at the same time that knew it was happening. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I'm gonna use one of y'all as an example. Say one of y'all is somewhere and y'all get jumped or something critically happens to one of y'all where y'all in the hospital, and I got 3 or 4 homies that was there and just stood by and watched, I'm figuring out how you finna get dealt with.
Crazy. Nah, you.
I'm a sit. Dog, I'm a
see what you did. Nah,
you know what I mean?
Nah,
because
see what you did.
because that's what people do. People come to social media for everything. So how serious can I take you if you gon' now? I seen somebody say, "Yo, I ain't tweeted in hella long, but I got something to say about the Diddy situation."
Nah, you should just keep them thoughts to yourself.
Right? So I'm just saying.
It's a beast.
I'm just saying. You watching, but now you ready to speak up. You watching, but now you ready to speak up.
Why you didn't say nothing when it happened?
You're the type of person somebody gets slept at the party, and you're like, man, why you do that to him, man?
Yeah.
I told you not to. Yeah.
Like, really? That's what we doing?
I saw the whole thing.
Right.
So why you didn't help?
Yeah.
Wasn't my problem.
Right. So that's what my issue is. If Cassie, if she was entitled to anything, she got it. You know what I mean? Obviously, Diddy's guilty of certain things, and that's going to come out probably later. Everybody's already trying to campaign a documentary of surviving Bad Boy and all of this other drama and stuff like that. But I just don't like how people go about it on a public platform. Now, if it gets leaked out,
about this in 2 weeks after Christmas, it's not even gonna be. Ain't nobody gonna think about this after Christmas
unless he drops something else, they're gonna be like, "Oh, look, Wooty."
If he drops the Christmas remix album,
is that a thing? Was that in the works?
They dropping albums.
Tory
Lanez just dropped another album.
How?
I'm sure he lived in a studio.
They be working. They be working.
And he
what's it called? Behind bars?
He in jail.
Nah, it's
he really giving them bars for real. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Nah, yeah. So
I'm just here.
Yeah. So okay. So he settled out of court
fast. I swear, like I heard about it, and then like I swear
the next day.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I feel like, I don't even feel like next day. I feel like within the same 24 hours. Bro.
Yeah, you're right. It was within the same 24 hours.
Let's just hold on till tomorrow and give him this tomorrow.
The comments had me rolling when that happened. It was like, Cassie, oh, the check cleared quick.
Had a lawsuit. What do we whooping? He was like, hey, pay her.
Yeah.
Give me your Cash App.
That was crazy. And it was on the weekend.
I'm going to just zell it.
Right. Now, one of the rumors that I did hear is that this was an ongoing back and forth behind the scenes.
Well, I believe that.
It had to been. This ain't just.
And then she decided to go public.
Yeah,
and then now people think there's something that he has something to do with Kim Porter passing.
Come on now.
That's wild.
Come on, man.
Because she passed away from pneumonia, like a real severe case of pneumonia.
What are they talking about?
So they're saying he's responsible for that. That's what the rumors are, allegedly.
How do you get responsible for a nigga having pneumonia?
They said that he's the real Suge Knight. That's what a lot of people coming out saying.
So this nigga is the harbinger of death?
Yeah, that's what they saying.
Like he's just giving niggas pneumonia?
Yeah. And he has something to do with Tupac too. Like he took care of that. That's what they saying. They saying take that means something totally different.
Apparently he has something
Beware
to do with
of the beast man.
Yeah.
For he is the harbinger of death.
This is all speculation.
Wow. It is all speculation. I just wanted to. The reason why I brought these things up is because I wanted to show how intelligent and how great the journalism is in the comment section. That's all I'm saying.
In the comment section, ain't none of them got degrees.
I mean, they got an Instagram degree.
Hey,
that accounts for nothing.
Honestly, nope. It depends.
Nah.
You seen my posts. I be up at 3 a.m. watching people argue in the comment section.
And you be watching
lost.
Though.
Yeah.
You
but
watch
sometimes
and read.
you be wanting to comment too. You be like,
I always want to comment. I just
like that's too many letters to type. I can never get it.
You never argue with the fool because from a distance they can't
tell who did it. Yeah, they can't tell who is who, man.
So I stay out the way. Yeah. I keep my comments to myself. I let people talk, and
I don't keep my comments to myself. I call y'all.
Oh yeah, well, you know. I keep them out of public view.
I call
except
y'all.
for when we come here, and then I try to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep it cool.
Yeah, all my comments, the only reason they don't get posted is because it's going to take too much to say what I wanted to say. And then I feel foolish.
And then that's the thing about it. It's like what's understood doesn't need to be explained. So then you say something and then they act like they don't comprehend it. Now I got to sit up here and explain something to you when you probably don't even have the mental capacity to understand what it is I'm saying.
Yeah, they're going to blow a head gasket.
Now I'm arguing with a nigga from Chattanooga.
Nah.
Like, what we doing?
Yo.
I don't know this
What
nigga.
you got against Chattanooga?
I'm just saying, why are we even talking at the same to each other?
He said the people from Chattanooga have no right to the comment section.
I'm just saying, that's wild. Like, I'm never gonna be in Chattanooga. I'm never gonna be in Chattanooga.
Hopefully.
Why are we talking?
Because if you have a show out there, they're going to be like, hey, man, we heard what you said.
Is that Poe? Yeah, get him.
Hey, we just want to have a Chattanooga with you, man. Come on over here, man. Tell me what's on your mind.
Ain't no way we should be even having an argument.
But
you should go to farm. I'm finna play his ass right now.
Directions to the fucking bus stop.
I'm finna plant his ass. Come here.
Yo.
Directions to the nearest Greyhound. That's the only reason we talking.
Nah, I ride Amtrak, but I feel what you're saying.
I mean, they don't have an Amtrak in
How do you know?
My nigga, I looked up all the Amtrak stops before.
He looked up all the fastest exits for when he go out there.
Is that what
because
you
they
be
finna
doing
pull
at
up on
3
him.
Look, is that what you be doing when you up at 3 a.m. reading comments and checking Amtrak locations? It's like
He said, yo, if I get there by bus, I can leave by horse. They got a trail. Yo, you wild.
You smoking good, huh?
Speaking of...
ain't no way Chattanooga is not on the Amtrak stop. Oh, that's a Greyhound sounding station, right? That's a city
you taking a lot of shots at them. Hey, to our listeners in Chattanooga,
we appreciate you, bro. He's new.
Feelings.
He's new to the show.
That's him all by himself.
Yeah, he's new to the show, and I ain't got nothing against you. He don't either. Actually, buy some Lavore Cole and kick some sneakers.
The thoughts of Poe the Farmer are his and his alone.
Yeah. Organic. Yeah, that's straight organic.
Shout out to Chattanooga.
Nah, cuz you can't do that.
No, you're way late, bro. Yo, you hit the snooze button way too many times, my guy. It's not gonna work.
Oh, man.
But speaking of smoking,
I'm checking.
Speaking of smoking, speaking of smoking, right? Snoop announced that he is done with the Mary Jane and he has started a mild trend where
that's news. Look, it's connected
what?
to it's connected.
Go ahead,
that's a hyphenated name.
No, you ain't even pay attention.
Oh, I'm looking at that one.
Yeah, you ain't reading what's highlighted.
Oh, see what?
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah.
That's some new shit.
But anyway, Snoop said he done.
No.
Meek Mill said he gonna follow suit.
Hold on. We don't want to get a
smoking, right?
Slander. Because he didn't say he was done with
smoking
marijuana. You said he's done with the smoke. The smoke.
Oh, okay. So
what does that mean?
It's cryptic. I'm thinking we're moving on to edibles. Why? What is he saying? Because he said.
Well, when you talked to him yesterday,
smoke.
what did he tell you? Did he say it was edibles, or did he say he was doing the lotions? What was he doing?
Has he ever said the smoke?
I mean,
you know, sometimes people have typos. You know what I mean? But you know what? Maybe he's talking about beef. Maybe he was beefing with somebody, right?
It could be.
But all I know is that the way that Meek Mill interpreted it, he just said, "Yeah, you're right. I'm a follow Unc, and I'm gonna do the same thing."
Man, that nigga Meek, bro,
he can't not smoke. Golly,
that boy Meek is something else, man.
So, this is what I'm saying, right? And this is how everybody took it. This is what's so crazy. This is how everybody took it. When he said he was done with the smoke, everybody took it as him being done with smoking, right? That's how. I mean, there's not too many ways you can interpret that, right? So he says, I'm done with the smoke. And that means, you know what I'm saying? Then he put up a post and it says natural high, right? So then, I mean, what else could he be talking about?
I think it's something with health. He might got emphysema. He might have some type of health issue going on.
Are those some of the side effects from?
He said, respect me and my family's wishes, please.
Privacy. Well, because
people say privacy usually when it's got something to do with the health, though.
Or because he don't want to hear all the nonsense and the drama. When you think Snoop Dogg, it's synonymous with smoking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's inevitably going to happen. you cannot prevent that. I get you saying, yeah, please respect me and my fans' wishes. I get it, but it's still gonna come. People are gonna say, and then that's even more cryptic for people to kind of wonder, what do you mean by saying the smoke?
I feel like you're one of the few people who took it like that.
I think there's a lot of people thinking that this is they're not quite sure what he means by it, which is gonna, and it's up to him to express.
Well, this is how I look at it, right? Because it's like, as long as you have been aware of, known, or seen Snoop, he's always been doing what? Smoking, right? That's why when you think of Snoop, you think of smoking. So when he says, I'm done with the smoke, everybody instantly took it as him being done with smoking because he's done it for so long, right? We've never heard of him taking a break or stepping away from it, correct? And as he has gotten older...
I think so.
Yeah, he has before.
Has he?
Yeah, he said it before.
So.
Like, we were young. We were like in high school or junior high. He said he was done.
Okay, so I don't remember that, but all right. So, but at this point, it's like you get to a certain age to where, you know what I'm saying, like, you kind of get tired of it, right? I mean...
Do you?
I'm almost at a year of not smoking.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it could go both ways.
Think about it, because
so many
like,
people.
and then think about it like this, like in my experience, right? Tolerance got so high that I was kind of smoking like Snoop. It was waking, baking throughout the day and at night and everything, because my tolerance was so high, and trying to obtain that same high that I used to get, or maintain a little bit of high that I did have. And it's like I was smoking a lot. I was spending a lot of money on weed and all of these things. And it's just like, bro, like, will I go back to it? Probably, but I also need a detox, and you know what I'm saying, and take a break and step back for a multitude of reasons. So it's just like,
I can agree with that. I mean, not agree with it. I can understand that, because I think a detox is a good thing. For me, I don't smoke that way. The way I smoke is just, I hit it a couple times, I put it out, because I don't sit there and smoke all day, and I can't.
You can't, though.
I don't like to.
You
Even
know
on
what I'm
the
saying?
weekend, if I have the ability to, I don't like to, because I will become, I won't have anything to do, because I will have things to do that won't get done, and then I'll just become drowsy, and I don't like that feeling. I like to just be a little bit high.
yeah, I was a
Tree Talks by the Notion podcast.
I was
I can smoke.
I was a functioning. I was a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get, and then, you know, get out, handle business, handle paperwork, come back and you know what I'm saying, work on customs, work on shoes, work on clothing, design things, do this, do that, and get in the kitchen and cook. And I would be high or smoking throughout all of those processes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like, I understand there are people who, like, they'll smoke and then they'll be like, oh, they sink into the couch, like they used to show you them videos where, like, the person went flat, they was just, I've never been like that. Like, maybe when I was younger, but at a certain point, it was just like, that was a part of my day. That was a part of my routine. I'm smoking and I go take care of what I need to. When I get done, you feel me, I re-up the high. You know
that's what I've continued.
I feel like 70% of our content, y'all been high. And nobody knew, because y'all were functioning.
Most of the time.
Before this year, 100%.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying.
I do. If you want to understand, so if you want to understand what they're saying, just go look at all of our episodes, and you'll see they operate like regular people. You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of people can do that.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But I do want to say that I feel like both of you guys could possibly be right about what Snoop was saying, because it did sound a little cryptic saying the smoke. You know, and he could be like, there's other ways I can possibly, or I'm probably not going to actually smoke anymore, and I might have an edible if I need to, because going cold turkey is extremely difficult in whatever it is that you do, right?
Especially at how the rate and amount of years he's been doing it.
Yeah. Bro. So he could be trying to wean himself off of it, and then one day be like, all right, I'm completely done. It was so
intense going cold turkey that I would have dreams, and they seem so real. I would have dreams that I was smoking.
Yeah, like, see, for me,
like, I had, like, it was so real. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I wake up like, oh, okay.
When I went cold turkey the first time, when I was younger, I just stopped, and probably, like, it took me maybe about 4 or 5 days. Probably like 5 consistent days, maybe. And then after that, it was like, I was cool. I could sit there in the hot box while niggas are smoking. I'd just be looking like,
you want to know what's crazy? Okay. So it's like, I've quit before. Like, I've stepped away before. And I felt like I wasn't going as hard when I quit. So it's like I was smoking, yeah, but I quit and there was no issues. When I came back to it, it seemed like I gradually started smoking more and more, and it got heavier. And so this time around, stepping away from it, it was it took a lot more discipline, and it was much more of an uphill battle because of how, like, I felt like I had become kind of dependent on it, bro. I'm smoking. I didn't really deal with edibles, but there's tinctures, and you know what I'm saying, like. Any given time, it's
and you got the money to get it. That's the
a few cones stuffed, a few blunts rolled, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. It's just it was a lot. It was a lot.
When you got the money, especially when I was younger, when I went cold turkey, it was like I didn't have as much money to get whatever weed I wanted to get, so it was kind of like it was easier. I didn't have as much access,
right?
Because pockets was thin. Now it's like I would imagine it'd be a lot more difficult because it's like I could just turn around and go.
What?
Right.
And it's
because that was back when
it's easily accessible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many ways to go about acquiring it, and so like you got the money and it's right there. Then what? That's what, bro. 4 or 5 different flavors on the regular. Like
do you guys see this being more of a trend? I remember, and I brought this up. I was talking to Jelani about this, where I noticed that certain artists will find good reasons to step away from it for a while. Like, and I mentioned that Nipsey brought that up in his Breakfast Club interview when they was talking about him smoking. He was like, yeah, I haven't really smoked in like 4 or 5 months. I just want to have a clear mind when I go into the business meetings and things of that nature. So my question to you guys is, do you feel like there are some pluses to, like, all right, stepping away for a while, giving myself a break, and what do you think those are, depending on?
100%.
I think that's a plus for almost everything that you indulge in.
Well, and that's the thing, like, you know what I'm saying, too much of anything in excess can be bad for you, right?
Right.
And so it's like when you step away from it, you're more present, you're more alert. You know what I'm saying? You're more in tune with where you are at the present time, if that makes sense.
Okay. You
know what I mean? And then, like, outside of that, the dependency. You don't have such a dependency on it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you flow a little more smoothly because you learn to adapt to your situation and operate. And like I said, with thinking more clearly, you're a little more intuitive to situations and what's going on around you. You're not as passive. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it works. It definitely, there's a lot of positives to it. It's definitely a good thing to, like, fall back from it, take a break, especially if you feel like it's something that you do excessively or you're dependent on.
Do you see it being more of a trend now that you have, like, big names like Snoop and Meek Mill talking about it?
Well, see, the thing about it is, like,
not a complete wave, but do you see it being a trend with certain entertainers and?
It's just, I don't know.
Clean lifestyle, I think, is not necessarily. I don't think it's going to be specific to marijuana or weed or whatever. I think it's just going to be. It's going to be having a clean lifestyle is going to be it's the trend. So there's people who might have other substance abuse issues. Then getting clean is going to be the trend, I think.
I feel like there are people who want to, and they might feel more comfortable about it now that big names are coming out and saying that. You know what I'm saying?
You see Wayne?
He said something about it too.
And have y'all seen his face?
Yeah.
But
his face is blown up.
Yeah, he's put on some weight.
Yeah. So, was that due to him not drinking leaner anymore? Or was that like some teeth getting pulled? Or
I have no idea, and I don't know if has he 100% put the cup down.
I haven't seen the cup in a while.
If you see his face, and his body, not even just his face, his body is blown up.
So does he look healthier?
He looks healthy.
Yeah.
He's never looked healthy, even though he might have been like cut or something in his face. He looks, even though his face is it looks blown, he looks healthier. He sounds.
They kind of said that about.
He was talking and he was sounding clearer.
I know what you mean, because his interviews, like when he was like, yeah.
Bruh, that
I remember that.
I wasn't there when he was, and this is on the new. He was, I think, on First Take, right? Or Skip's.
It ain't. Yeah. I seen him on there.
Yeah. I'll pull it up.
They even made that comment about Young Thug in court, like the way Young Thug looks in court right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because they're not using certain things because it's contraband in there. So they have their weight back and they're more of a full face.
Yes.
So I could see how people getting rid of certain vices, and it's like, well, that's how you really look.
Their kidneys, or that's how you would have. Well, it could also. I mean, they don't necessarily look healthy that way. It's not like they're working out and they got that weight on. It's like still looking a little unhealthy, but it's healthier than what they were.
Right.
I guess.
Well, yeah, it ain't going.
It does not make sense. Now that looks like a healthier Wayne right there.
Well, the thing about it is just what's so crazy is like I'm looking at everybody saying Lil Wayne face swollen, and I just don't know. I saw him on TV on ESPN, or was it ESPN? I'm not sure, but he was on a show with Skip Bayless, and they were specifically talking about, because Lil Wayne made a comment about the Lakers need to get rid of AD if they want to win, if they want a championship.
I'm not going to argue with Wayne on that.
And then,
go ahead.
and so in the midst of that conversation, he up there, white button up on, beanie on, but he did look fat in the face. Now, I don't know.
His body looked like.
I don't know I didn't really notice the body as much as I did the face, and it's because like, from how I seen it, the body didn't match the face. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that's why everybody's saying the face is swollen. So, I mean, okay, maybe he's going through something. Maybe he's dealing with something.
That's an oversized button-up shirt he got on. So
you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. I just noticed. I did notice the face being swollen, but initially I was just like, damn, he didn't put on some weight. You know what I'm saying? Now the crazy thing about it is, like, I know for a fact, when you are sipping lean, drinking lean, you put on weight. You don't lose it.
You put the weight here.
For the most part, but you gain weight everywhere, bro.
Belly when he was drinking.
Yeah, you definitely get up. You definitely get the. But you're gonna get, because the whole thing about it is like.
But that shit starts sucking you dry. Pause, because it's.
All right, Cam.
Mace.
It
just keep going.
That it start taking a toll on the body.
No, 100%.
So the kidneys start
100%
to not work as well. The kidneys don't start working as well. So yeah, you might get some weight on early on.
That's a great horrible drug.
Your body is not going to really start filtering.
It's a great horrible drug, bro.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I do think that when you have people on a level that big saying that I'm going to walk away from something, I think a lot of positivity that can come from that is so many young people. You know what I mean? That are mainly doing it to get the type of respect and notoriety that those people do.
And that's what's so crazy.
Because you have influence. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So,
but if you think smoking's going to get you that notoriety or respect,
I wouldn't categorize it just that, because because what you can't do is be like, yeah, I'm done smoking, but yo, we turning up with the beverages, like, you know what I mean?
Big bottles.
But usually when people try to walk away from something that they're known for, they're kind of trying to create a life change. It's just like everybody on this podcast at one point in time ate chicken, ate beef, ate all of these different things, and there was a lifestyle change that was made to where it's like, you know what, my body operates better when I don't eat this, when I don't drink this, when I cut this out. So when you are a person of influence, you could have an impact on a small group of people that are like, yeah, I'm gonna stop doing it too.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully,
for the wrong reason. I mean, you still being a follower. So when they start up doing some other shit, you gonna follow.
Yeah, you gonna do that too. So it could be a double-edged sword.
Sheesh.
It could be a double-edged sword, because we see that we see it every day though. We see it every day. I can't knock that. We see it every day.
He just came right out. You still a follower though, so when I do something, you gonna be on it too. We see you. Like, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you did kind of, yeah. My man, yeah, you hit a strong exclamation point, because you said that, and you still a follower. Militant.
Black it, black, because I'm black, y'all.
Yeah, he was rough with that one. God.
Now, I'm not going to expect you guys to know too much about this person, but Toney Gaskins.
Man, that nigga is a sucker.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next.
All right. All right.
Whoa. Well,
Talk to me.
He just said whatever. I don't know much about the guy, but that's why his last name is spelled like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or is that part of his last name, or you just wrote Cap? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought that was his middle and last name.
Nah.
Don't tell nobody I said that.
Caping.
you just told everybody.
They didn't say
Caping.
that. All right. So,
I had wrote Caping next to the
I'm
name.
looking at him. I'm like, this nigga named Capin. I'm like,
Caping, capping.
Yeah.
but
doing
yeah,
all of that.
from what it looks like, this guy, he's
He's a relationship life
What's
coach.
that dude name who got caught cheating that was doing this too?
Derek Jackson.
Yeah, he's a Derek Jackson type of individual. If you ask me.
Dude was sitting there saying that whatever comparisons he made about a man, and then whatever, like, I guess, entertainment, whatever the man there was no correlation.
Right.
So him talking about does he watch porn? Does he masturbate? Does he gamble? Does it?
I feel like he put all the accountability on the man and gave none to the woman. Like,
what
if
does
a
that
man
have
is miserable in a marriage, it's the man's fault. He's miserable because is he doing this? Is he doing that?
He's
What about
masturbating
him?
because
Maybe
he's
not
miserable?
maybe he not being satisfied by his woman. That's accountability on her part.
Or
right?
he might
I'm
be
just
getting
saying.
satisfied by his girl, but she's gone for the next 8 hours, and he's just trying to get the little quickie in right now.
I don't know why.
Just go ahead and do this, dude.
Man, but it's just wild to his perspective on things seems one-sided, right? And it seems like it's catering to how women may think or what they may feel, right? And placing more accountability on the man instead of on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't seem like it's equal when he talks about stuff. And then I seen somewhere he was talking about if you're watching porn, you want a man because you can't sit up. And I was just like, bro, that's
knock it off,
that seems like that's
knock
a little.
It off,
that seems like that seems far stretched, bro.
Right. I get what you're saying, that you sitting there watching some other man, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. Fuck it, nigga. I watch porno, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? What you talking about? Hey, check it out. Look.
All right. Talk to him, Paul.
My thing is, my imagination, my porn glasses is so I don't see that. Like, my imagination take
Watch
that
porn on the Apple glasses
and it delete it. It's not there. I imagine I'm there. That's why I'm imagining that I'm there. I don't imagine that's me, but you get what I'm saying. Nigga, crazy. If you watch porn, nigga. Niggas was getting their Pornhub accounts up on Reddit. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yo.
If you want these.
I'm trying to say.
Man,
I will say this. You know what that reminded me of? Because I was watching Family Guy. He said, sorry, I got porn playing. He said, I like to watch POV because I like to pretend it's my thing now.
Yeah.
You said that. I'm like, it's all right.
listen, to each his own.
Listen, if you ever want to know how to say something with your chest, my man said, hey, listen to me. You listen to me.
Check this out. So
You listen to me.
Nah, just playing. Look.
You know they mean it when they turn to the side. You listen to me now.
No, because back in the day,
and he sat up.
back in the day, niggas used to be fake ashamed to say that they watch porn. That was like a knock. That was the same as like saying you're not supposed to eat a female out. That was like a knock. Like players were like, oh, nah, player, you ain't supposed to do that, man. So nowadays it's like everyone knows that you most of us at one point in time watched consistently or currently.
Here's my thing that I feel like with him, he's caping way too hard, bro. And what I notice when I see a man that has the majority of their following women, they're pandering. Yeah. Because if it's not balanced, it's pandering. It's just like when I see female content creators say all the things that men want to hear. So majority of men follow them, and it's even a plus if they're attractive, right?
Pander Express.
Pander and Express, right? Sure. And so what he's saying that I don't really respect is things that are very common in the world, period.
For
When you're
men.
the teenagers, that's what they do. When a kid finds out about that channel, well, back in the day, but when you come across something online, you're going to be like, whoa, what's going on here? Right? And then there's men that watch. So for you to, so that means what you're saying is that you've never watched it. You've never watched it.
Like, I wonder why I don't watch.
And the minute it came on, you was like, oh my God, that's nasty. Huh. Right? You're lying, bro.
Because you don't even have to. Because honestly, there's porn right now is crazy. Like everyone, there's so many different. What you call it? Like what's the category thing?
Right.
You don't even have to watch the like. This like you can watch a female do what she do.
Bro, you ain't never like so
And you
you
don't
must
have to
not
be
be
in
on
the-
Twitter, because I'm gonna tell you right now, before Twitter became X,
Yeah.
bro, you would be scrolling and somebody else would just share some
Bust it open. Like,
some out of pocket stuff. Like, bro, like for a while
Twitter
they were
was
saying,
wild.
yeah, for a while they was like Twitter's like the actual new porn site, because there was so many different people doing different things on there and stuff being
Well, think about all the
shared.
celebrity
Like,
tapes that
it
came
was
out. People wanted to go verify. Let me
wild.
see if this is true. Let me see if this really happened or whatever the case
he
is.
tried to say you think you gotta like men if you are. It's like,
Like, is you serious? No, this is the same guy. For y'all that don't know, this is the same guy that when he first started coming out with this content, he talked about like he had been with over 100 women, you know, in his younger days of when he was doing X, Y, and Z. Most men, since we want to just group everybody in like how he's grouping all men in one category, most men that have had that kind of body count has done some group participation too, if you know what I mean. So it's not, it ain't just you trying to make me believe that it was just one woman, 100 women. No. Yeah, you was doing some group, yo, he go hard.
Nah,
Yo,
that's a seance,
He done
Nah,
like,
you ain't
bro,
supposed to be there, nigga.
that's twice you done made them references.
why you keep bringing up Devon, man? Devon the Dev.
Cause
Like, why
when
you
you said it's group participation, nigga, that's
But when he put that out there, it's just like
other shit.
that's most
I was thinking threesomes. I don't know.
yeah. Either that or, you know what I'm saying, the group participation where people that look like you was in it too.
Oh, you talking about trains?
Yeah. So I just don't believe somebody that's been with that many women, it went like that. So that would make you what you're accusing other men of, and you did it live, like in person. You
like
know?
I
said
get it.
live.
I'm not gonna act like it's like some people, a lot of men who probably like they just prefer not to. That's cool. But for the most part,
To just categorize somebody and be like, yeah, you this if you do that.
most
Yeah, that's
most
wild. That's what
most
that
men
was a
have
stretch.
at least experienced watching porn enough to know that that's not what it is.
Listen,
Like,
here's another thing. When these male dating coaches that are talking to mainly women, right? Because I feel like if you're a dating coach and you want to help women, you should be talking to men on how to deal with women. If you want to help women, right? So
just pandering and
you're just pandering.
You coming in as a representative,
Yeah.
and just saying,
Well,
yeah,
he just wants to be like,
Speaking on behalf of
Yeah.
the women's
yeah,
delegation.
he's showing up like,
Drake
ladies,
said.
I want you to know that you're telling me
what did Drake say?
what.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear. Never mind.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But he
I don't listen to light-skinned people.
Nah, he was talking. That nigga was talking.
Yeah,
I
but
just have a problem. I have a problem with the self-proclaimed dating coaches for these women telling them things like that. And I just want to point out some red flags to women if you really are listening to these people thinking you're getting knowledge. Number one, if a dating coach ever tells you that the majority of what men naturally do is a bad thing, he's pandering to you. Because every time I hear a dating coach, they're saying if he wants a lot of sex, if he plays video games, if he does this, if he does that, I'm like, that's what men do. Just the equivalent.
If he piss while he's standing up.
Yeah, everything.
I'm gonna be honest. If he want a
what
lot
do
of
we-
sex and he play video games, I mean, as long as you keep him happy with that, he good. We are simple individuals.
Games are half off right now for Black Friday.
Man,
Buy your man a game.
First of
You
all,
lucky he sitting there at the house
all
playing the
right.
game.
I just want to ask this question.
He could be on the streets.
You both have systems, correct?
Yes,
Do you find playing your video game a way to decompress and relax?
absolutely.
So then why would you want to take that away from us if we are, dealing with a lot of pressure as just being ethnic men in this society, right? And all that
That's
we
all
go
I'm
through
saying.
and all that we deal with. If we find ourselves decompressing and relaxing while playing the game, and that means that we're in the house. We are out of the way,
and everything in the house is taken care of. He took care of everything.
Not in the streets.
That he's supposed to take care of.
What's the issue?
I don't even care if everything ain't taken care of in the
I'm
house.
just saying, even more so
I'm not doing the dishes. I got XP to run up.
Even more so of you taking care of the requirements. Of,
I mean, as long as you holding it down, and you making sure things are taken care of. Like, what's wrong with you being on the sticks playing the game?
Because a lot of niggas is sitting there playing the game and they not doing shit. That's the women. A lot of women are. Well,
this is what's not ever being separated with these conversations, bro. This was never separated. You take the Pookies and Ray Rays, right? Mm-hmm. That's the everybody knows what a Pookie and a Ray Ray is, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all take them and y'all make the content about them and then make it about men.
You know what's crazy? I don't feel like Pookies and Ray Rays have systems, but go on.
They do.
They do.
They always come up. Like,
yeah,
what you mean?
but I do. But I feel like the people that are the dudes like the Derek Jacksons and the Toney Gaskins, I just feel like they trash at Call of Duty and 2K. So it's like, if you got a game, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's a game. It's a video game.
I ran it up last night.
It's a video game.
Knock it off. Like, you trying to make somebody feel like they're not.
Do you know how many things women do for a hobby that are not interesting to most men and some women as well? There's some women that play in makeup. There's some women that can't stand makeup.
Or it's not only is it just a hobby, it's not productive, right?
Right.
So playing video games ain't productive. No, but it's relaxing. Why does everything have to be productive?
Why
do we always have to be working? Why do
that's the crazy part.
You know what I'm saying? Why is it we don't get a chance to check
the richest?
If you're on the sticks relaxing, like that's like you know where your man is.
Yeah.
You know what he's doing.
Right.
You don't have to worry about him.
Because it doesn't have to involve her. That's why.
Then get good at the game. I need a teammate.
Right. We trying to run plunder. We trying to run quads.
Bro, like this is what's so crazy because I'm your woman ever watch you play the game and be like, this is boring, or I just can't see here. Well, then why
this. It is boring when you're watching.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't even take an interest in what it is I'm doing to even want to.
And I bet you losing while she watching you sitting there frowning. That's when you start.
This is the ignorance in it, though, bro. The richest people in the world have things that they do that are for a hobby that are not productive. Golf is very expensive to do. That's why a lot of rich people tend to do it on some of the best courses, right? People go to the Kentucky Derby. That's like very expensive.
Some people like to bowl.
Some people like to bowl.
Do you like to bowl?
I think it's fun, but I just don't care about going on.
There's expensive hobbies. So because it's an expensive hobby, does that mean it's more productive? Or is it? Or are you going to get the same outcome as somebody playing video games?
I mean, it all depends because there's a lot of business that can be done when playing golf. Business meetings business meetings happen on the golf course.
You might got to use a different example with that one.
No, I don't, because it's still playing a game. Just because you decide to do that while you're playing a game doesn't take away that you're still playing a game.
I mean, I'll be honest. There's been many times that I've been playing a game with my cousin, and we have had very insightful and beneficial conversations in the party, talking about business, numbers, and situations and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I can't even sit up here and say that that's not productive in some way, shape, form, or fashion, because iron sharpens iron. So if you're conversing with a like-minded individual who's actually active like you are, at some point y'all gonna talk about things other than the video game if you're in a party, right? So I mean, like, business take place. We've actually scheduled golf meetups and from the game went to the golf course, and from there, you know what I'm saying?
You know what it is too. So some people don't have some people don't have hobbies. Some people don't have anything that they are interested in doing outside of anyone else's involvement.
Actually, they do have hobbies. It's called hating. Those type of people are hating. And that's their hobby.
That's a very difficult hobby.
That's where the hate comes from, is the fact that if I have something that I like to do
and you don't,
and it doesn't involve anyone else,
and you don't,
you have that hobby, another hobby that doesn't involve me, when you go do your thing, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It does, because I would only give a fuck if I cared about it.
Right.
You didn't involve me. Now, you know I wanted to go. You knew damn well I wanted to come with you. But now, she went and did her thing. Now I could go over here and do my thing, or I could go do my thing, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, that's really where it comes from, is the fact that I think a lot of women don't have hobbies, or even grew up being involved in enough things to, like, get away from
because
the
a dude said this. I don't even want to get on them right now. I just want to get on the fact that, like,
He's corny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
for what
why.
he said. And why his voice switch up in that other video? He sounded like he was from. Is that the same nigga?
Yeah.
Man, that nigga was front. He had the grill and all the shit in, and then he started talking different. He was talking like he was a rapper or something. Like his voice, he had more of an accent. Like I thought that was two different niggas. One nigga sound like he's from Utah. The other nigga sound like he's from Atlanta.
Same person.
Nah, man.
I just, like I said,
He switched it up.
I have no problem coming at these cats about the things that they're telling women because I really believe that you're pandering because that's not how you help. If you tell people in anything that you do, if you tell people to focus on all the negative things that somebody does is the reason why you should not deal with this person or that person, then you're pandering because all you're doing is you keep hyper focusing on things that they complain about instead of hyper focusing on stuff that they should be looking for that's going to make them happy and
all
excite
that
them.
stuff isn't necessarily negative.
Yeah, but all the things he said. If a man does this, and then he listed what a man should be doing. None of these things on the list of what a man was doing that is not productive made these null and void.
They don't compromise.
Right. And what a lot of women need to pay attention to is like some of these real women out here, they'll say, you know what, I don't mind if as long as his ass is home, I don't care about him playing the game or him watching the game or whatever the case it is, because they are appreciative of what that person is doing and they're in the vicinity for if they need help or whatever the case is. So that's what I'm really getting at. Like, stop listening to these people. I could easily use myself as an example of somebody that's been married and been with his wife for a long time, but I'm not even going to use myself. I'm just going to use my debating skills. These dudes do not care. They don't care. I put it to the test, which you guys probably won't do it. Stop tuning into the content about what women should be doing and what men are not doing, and you watch them switch their subjects. All these YouTubers, all of these people that are giving this advice about relationships, you slow down the
Panda Express.
Yeah, slow down the Panda Express, man, and see what happens.
Panda Express, bro.
Right? So that's my take on it.
It's a lot of pandemonium.
Yeah. Keep going, man. You eating pandering cakes?
It's unnecessarily one-sided.
Yeah, it's
not
one-sided,
balanced.
man.
It is pandering, you know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is, it's crazy because they'll sit up here, like in one of y'all, I saw he's like, oh, if he's miserable, it's because is he doing this? Is he doing that? Is he doing that? And then you say all of these things like saying that it's negative, right? And pointing out how he's not doing this and he's not doing that, but you give no solutions, right? Mm-hmm. So then what's the point? If you say he's probably miserable because he's doing this, and that. Well, then what should he be doing? And not only what should he be doing, what should she be doing to help or to change the situation or to change the relationship? Because there's two people in a relationship. Right. So it can't just be one person making it miserable by themselves, right?
You don't uplift.
You can't just be miserable by yourself if you have a partner, right?
You don't know how to motivate, inspire, or uplift your partner.
Now, don't get me wrong. You should be happy yourself and not be looking to your partner to make you happy, but they should be able to help in a supportive aspect, right?
If they see that something is going on with you, rather than making critiques of you,
they should be willing to,
hey, what's going on? Maybe I can help.
Inquire and then look to be supportive in whatever way that they can, instead of saying, well, you're doing this and that's the reason why, and you should. Well, okay, all right. I'm glad you're able to point the finger. Now, can you actually extend?
Now we both know.
You're pointing the finger, cool, but now can you extend a hand?
Bro, all right.
Hey, man, you down there in that damn hole down there. You been down there a mighty long time.
You ain't got a rope?
You know what, bro?
No
I'm gonna just talk my shit for a minute. Fine, I'll just talk my shit.
Cool.
As a married man, I've been with my wife for 10 years. We have not been married for 10 years, but I've been with her for 10 years. And you know what I'm gonna keep it real with, and she'll tell you too. There's been scenarios where I've told my wife, if this happens, it's gonna go this way, and it's happened. I've told my wife in certain scenarios where she may have had some conflict, don't respond like that, respond like this, you'll probably get better results. And I've been right about it too. I have not been right about everything in my relationship, but I've been right about a lot of things that maybe my wife did not see or did not understand in that moment. And you know what that's called? That's called giving somebody game. And what I feel like what a lot of these pandering men and some pandering women, when they talking to men, I feel like you're not giving no game. Giving somebody game is they're gonna be better off with that advice or that information moving forward when they run into a situation like that again. And when you have a person that's just giving a laundry list of things, if this person does this, then they're this, that's stupid. We live in a time period where gamers are millionaires, right? And they're little kids.
Though, right? I'm listening to you, and this is the whole thing. You're a solution-based individual.
Yes, I am.
So am I. A lot of these individuals who are pandering and giving out this advice, right, or insight, or whatever you want to call it, they're not giving solution-based answers or results or even content at all. They're pretty much pointing out the problems, pointing out negative things, and not saying how you can rectify or change the situation at all. They're not giving solutions. They're not really being helpful. If anything, they're being detrimental with the information that they're giving because it's all negative and it's finger pointing.
Basically,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Basically, you got auditors and architects. He's an auditor. We're architects. We build.
I mean, you know,
that's how I see it. So
it is what it is.
Hey,
He's like that.
Hey, before we get out of here though, we ain't done it in a while, but we gotta talk about some music, man. We gotta talk about a little bit of music before we dip out of here, bro.
I gotta hear what's in
we gotta talk about a little bit of music.
All right, Larry June, the night shift, going crazy with Cardo. That's a good one.
I got that.
I do not have that one. I'm gonna listen to it.
That's a good one.
To it. Shout out to Larry June.
And then I forgot the name of this man's album, but I've been listening to it. It's been getting different reviews. I don't know what people were expecting from him. I have no idea what people were expecting from him, but I thought the album was nice. And that's and then You Pray For Me by Westside Gunn.
Okay.
Oh yeah. One of to me, Stove God has the two best opening bars of the year almost for me on Kitchen Lights.
Kitchen Lights is a good one. You know what?
The two best opening bars of any song I've heard this year.
I'm not gonna lie.
This man said, "You ever had?" And mind you, I ain't never sold coke. I ain't never seen nobody crack. I ain't never seen nobody cook it up. But I can just imagine. This nigga said, "You ever had to watch the?" Yeah, he ever had to watch the coke disappear. Water turn from foggy to clear. You just stand there and stare. Like, I mean, you just fucked up. Everything is gone. The whole thing gone. I was like, God damn.
House of Glory. House of Glory was the one for me, bro. His opening, his whole verse on that it was, man.
Westside, to me, man, I love Griselda because
Westside put a lot of people on.
Westside has the best albums out of the whole group to me. I can listen to it's the best curated album.
That's all right. So here's the thing about it, right? It's the words you said, right? Because at the end of the day, if you know Westside, you know he's really big on art, for sure, fashion, and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had Virgil Abloh designing his album covers. Right. So, you said curated.
Yeah, like
how many albums can you really say that about? That they're curated.
Not a lot.
You see what I'm saying?
Nowadays, not a lot. Only the top of the top.
The execution, the thought process, and the way that, you know what I'm saying, it rolls out the album, the songs, and the way that the songs are not only conducted, but put in track listing.
I only think Kendrick and Cole are the only ones who come to mind and do that.
It's just like you said, curated. All in the same breath, though. I mean, that Larry June album go crazy.
Yeah, Larry Jones, I like that for sure.
There's only one skip on there, and I won't knock the song because other people might like it, but there's only one skip on there for me. Maybe two, depending on my mood.
I got to go back and listen to the whole thing. I did definitely just download
I did listen to Jeezy.
The Jeezy album.
The Jeezy album.
Finish it.
The Jeezy album is dope. I liked his bars in the album. I thought the production was fire. Yeah. Man, he mad at his brother, bro. Bruh, throughout like almost every other song, dog.
He was talking.
But like as an album overall, I thought it was dope. I ain't gonna lie, the constant. I mean, he must be in a lot of frustration and pain because it was like, damn, man, again. I just heard that 3 tracks ago.
The Alchemist dropped a little EP. Flying High Part 2.
I ain't seen that.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, he got a song, Conway, The Machine, one with Action Bronson, one with Gang Green, and one with Currency.
Well, that ain't gonna be a miss.
You know, that's another
You
smooth
got that
one.
Clio.
Oh yeah. The Clio Soul.
Both of them.
The gold album dropped on my B-Day, which was nice. And then there's Heaven.
Heaven. That's the one. I
Yeah,
like.
that's the one that's the one that dropped earlier in September. So.
No, okay, so it's the other one then. Switch
Yeah,
around.
it's
Heaven was the one.
Heaven
that was slow.
the Heaven was the one that dropped on September 15th, and then Gold dropped on September 29th. And so that's a different vibe for y'all.
I fuck with it for sure.
And then like there's just some songs like there's Currency had a song called No Yeast with Bodie James on his album Continuance. They just did a remix with West Side Gun featured on it. So West Side Gun, Bodie James, and Currency. And Bodie James and Currency actually have new verses. You know, like how people used to do when they would do a remix, they would actually remix and do different verses.
Yeah, a real
instead
remix.
Instead of saying it's a remix, they do the same verse and they just add a feature. Nah, Bodie got a new verse, Currency got a new verse, and West Side, of course, he do his thing. You feel me?
Bodie about to drop a Nicholas Craven, the one who produced for
Bodie
Ransom.
I like The Rule of Thumb by E40.
I seen that just.
That was a long album, but I got some joints that I was feeling off of it the most.
I'm not an E40 fan.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I'm an older E40 fan.
Yeah, like the Click back when he was really talking his own language and those type of
I don't like the new 40.
Yeah, I like some of the stuff that the new 40. I mean, if you grew up with E40, yeah, you're gonna definitely like the older one much better. But I do like some joints when he comes out a project. I do have a tendency to find some songs on a project that I like, as well as like the collaborations. So he has like Show You How to Do It with OT Genesis. That was pretty dope.
I got an album for y'all. It's kind of older though.
Pressure, E40, and Bosco. That was kind of crazy too.
Oh, Bosco on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has some features. Yeah, he has some features on the project.
Ain't your
You know about
cousin? Oh yeah. Oh, hold up. The Notorious. When did that
Notorious
drop?
Dumb Legends Volume 2. It dropped earlier this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
But this one,
But you gotta.
Man.
I don't think that's on his Apple Music though.
I
think I had to go and cop that off of the like a website or something.
Yo, you gotta have to-
Dump Legends Volume 2.
That's with
Mad Kami.
and
Send me that.
Fahim the God.
Yeah,
Fahim,
yeah.
I fuck with
Yo,
Fahim.
you gotta
be
send
going-
me some
he
of
be
these
going
albums as a
crazy, bro.
reminder
Going crazy.
to go back and
Like,
to go and
them
actually
two
listen.
together is actually that's a nice
But
tandem.
Fahim and Euro Droog together is dope too. They got a lot of music. Euro Droog and Fahim.
You on this one?
Nope, I ain't seen that one. I don't think.
Soul Assassin 3 by Death Valley by DJ Muggs.
Nope.
There's some bangers on here too. He got Bodie James, Jay Worthy, Ghostface Killer, and West Side Gun got a song together. Rock Marciano,
Worthy, okay.
Mayhem Loren, which is one of my favorite artists. Scarface and Freddie Gibbs got a song together. Devin the Dude, Jay Worthy got a song together. Domo Genesis is on here. Like Method Man and Slick Rick got a song together. Like he got some features on here, bro. It's actually a smooth album. That one dropped in August. So, you know, that's some. Is this? I know you gotta know about that one. You gotta know about that one.
No. I ain't. Is that the new Static?
It dropped in June.
No, I ain't seen that one.
So Round Trip by Static Selector. Bruh, this is the one where I was like, oh, because of some of the features like the Ransom and AZ, Benny the Butcher and Terminology, Stowe God Cook, Simba, and I can't remember that other dude's name. Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, the Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, and Method Man and Inspector Deck all in one song, bro. That one went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Conway the Machine and Bun B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Millie's,
Elzai.
MOP, Core Mega, Elzai, Bodie
God
James,
damn, Core Mega.
Nims.
Ain't heard Core
You
Mega
feel
in a
me?
minute.
Like
Fahim.
Coda the Friend, like Russ. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so I'm gonna be honest. The Round Trip album, I feel like everybody came to rap. Everybody came to rap. Even like you'd be surprised at
G-Eazy
Russ.
on there?
You would be surprised at the Russ song and the G-Eazy song and the Logic
Dude
song.
is dope. Marco Plus.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
Atlanta?
He's nice. You would be surprised at the Russ, the G-Eazy, and the Logic songs on there. When I say
Coda
everybody
the Friend,
came
this
to
nigga
rap,
got a lot
bro.
of
No,
people on
Cass gets down.
Nah, he got-
Everybody
Yeah,
came.
them some.
I mean, but the thing about it is like because of some of the music they put out,
Yeah.
you kind of be like, why are they? They came to rap. I'm gonna be honest though, the best song on here, where is it at? It came from Joey Badass, Life and Times.
Bro,
Life and
Joey
Times by Joey Badass, bro.
Joey Badass's recent album,
Yo,
2000,
you wanna
is
know
a
what's
hard
crazy?
ass album,
You
bro.
wanna know what's crazy?
I love that shit.
That album is nice.
Static Selected is the one who discovered Joey Badass.
Oh,
So the fact that they still work together and they do music, that song right there, listen, man, that's the one.
Yeah, because
That's
Joey.
you used to send me Joey Badass, and I didn't like him at first. I was like, man, I don't like him, man.
I was on
This is like I gotta walk in the rain music by myself.
I was on Joey.
Joey Badass music had to. It grew on me to the point where like 2000 is one of my favorite. Like as far as the new regime of artists, that's one of my favorite albums.
The sound, like
Yeah.
the production and everything was very good on there.
Like, bruh.
Yeah. And he had some slap on there.
Yeah, he has some. He has a joint with Larry June on there.
That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
ones.
that shit goes crazy.
It's crazy
favorite
because
That
I
shit
feel like
slap.
somebody told me to listen to that. And
Oh, you ain't heard
That
this?
was me.
Bro,
Nah, actually, it wasn't.
honestly,
I remember who it was. I'm not gonna shout him out though.
almost
I'll take the
almost
credit.
every track
wasn't
on there to me, I don't think I skipped it.
You might skip the one with Diddy.
I don't even remember that one, so I might have. But everyone on there was dope. Recent drops. Y'all listen to The Boy?
Oh, you talking about the Flute album?
Nah, we ain't gonna. Let's hold on. I couldn't find it because I was looking in like the sleep area. I was looking in like I couldn't find it. Where was that?
Yo, you
was
talk
like-
about
sounds.
I was listening to the Sleepscape, all that. Like
I listened. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I have not listened to the whole album. I listened to the first 2 songs. The first one is something I would actually want to challenge myself to rap on. I ain't even gonna lie.
First one,
but
was
I have.
kinda,
It wasn't that
grew on me.
bad.
The first listen,
But I haven't listened. I have not listened to their whole project
So
because
check-
I kept getting interrupted.
So check this out.
on
Right?
first listen and the night it came out, I was pissed off, bro. I was hot. I was like, fuck this album. I don't give a fuck. I listen to this type of stuff, instrumental music, and this sounds like trash.
So listen,
It sounds
This is I seen this post and it kind of had me. So somebody said Andre 3000 said, "Y'all don't need a new rap album from me. Y'all need healing." Then proceeded to give 80 minutes of flutes tuned to 432 hertz, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody commented on top of that and said, "For those that care, 432 hertz improves mental clarity, removes emotional blockages, reduces stress and anxiety, better sleep quality, increases creativity and inspiration, and strengthens the immune system." She said, "Play it while you sleep and watch these areas improve." I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't listen to it while I sleep because I prefer silence and dark. But
Damn, Batman.
yeah, I don't
prefer instrumental music when I go to sleep. I like to hear words. Like I like actual songs when I go to sleep, and I like music. But that right there, I don't like the sounds of
Punch you in your mouth, motherfucking like your teeth out.
I don't like the sound of an Asian rainforest.
I do.
Like that doesn't speak.
It
to
sounds
me.
relaxing.
Yeah.
It's
not
a relaxing
It's not gonna
sound.
speak to anybody. There's no words.
Well, I mean, DMX was your favorite rapper, bro. So I'm pretty sure you could.
I used to go to sleep off on
Y'all gonna
just-
make me lose
No,
my
no,
mind. He cuddle up to the pillow like, yes. I'm like,
No, I would only
Finally
go to
some
sleep to
peace and
oldies.
quiet.
I only went to sleep to the oldie station. You don't remember that?
So you was
Like, that
so
was
the
it.
Rough Riders anthem.
You're tuning in
Oldie
to
station.
the Quiet Storm on 107.7.
Hey yo, you listening to the Quiet Storms of X?
But I like to listen to
Nothing
like,
was quiet about his storms.
that's why Makami. I listen to if you go to my
Play stupid games.
I play-
win stupid
that's my
prizes. That would go crazy. That's on a
my
different
shit.
album, but
That's
yeah,
my shit.
Mac Homie's nice.
I go
God
to sleep
for
off
him.
that type of shit, but I didn't really like it on first listen. I listened to it a little bit on the way over here. First track, I can say I liked it a lot more than I liked it before.
I tell you what,
I can't say it's trash. I will not go back to it though.
I won't.
I'm not going back.
He's
to it.
not Ron
and I don't
Burgundy,
want it.
so-
Get it out of the hip hop category.
he's not Ron Burgundy.
Get
so
it out. Get it out. A lot of people were like, "Oh, man,
definitely
it's
not
great.
the Aqua Lung.
It's
So.
great. This is." I saw a lot more love for it, which I can.
I can just
congratulate.
see my homie with the cigar and the drink. He's definitely not Ron Burgundy.
Nah,
I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like it.
I'm gonna find a place for it because it's a different type of music, and I think that's
I got
what,
a place for it.
And I know you got a place for it, and it's not gonna be in your playlist. What
haven't
I'm
listened
saying
to it yet. That's what's so
what I'm
wild.
saying is I think that the way I DJ my mixes is wild. I probably should get into DJing because I try to make music almost for every situation that I could go through in a day.
This nigga gonna be in.
You know what I'm saying?
End up on a Doctor Strange.
So I haven't listened to it all the way, but I can only imagine that based off of what the numbers he was given as far as the hertz and stuff like that, that does matter. People need to understand that the type of music you listen to, it does affect the body in the energy. I don't like using the energy concept because it's been overused, but it is truth to the energy thing.
I mean, just because it's been overused, it hasn't always been used in the right form.
Yeah.
So
that too.
I mean,
it's
it's crazy. I do want to listen to the album while smoking a cigar in a relaxing state, because that's when I usually listen to jazz and instrumentals, is when because I'm looking to relax and chill. So that's probably when I'll give it a listen. But I just don't see me like sitting at the house and like, I'm finna pop this on while I do such and such. Like, I don't see. And I might do it while I'm cleaning kids.
It helps to probably clear your mind and help
maybe
you
that
think
helps
clearly.
clear your mind.
Yeah, it helps clear your mind most likely and help you think clear.
My OG homie told me, he said he pulled up to pick up his mom. His mom is like in her 80s. He said he pulled up to pick up his mom, try to bump it. And she said, "What the fuck is this? If you don't put on some maize?" Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
So you ain't got no Frankie Berry?
Bro, you gonna make niggas mad putting that out.
Yo.
Bro, don't put that on around me at all.
If we're not gonna slide to the Commodores, you could just drop me back off.
I'm gonna give it a full listen before I give my feedback. But
I haven't even listened to it.
I don't want to.
3 Stacks. That was Poe that said that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so.
You know him because y'all dress alike.
Bruh, you out of pocket.
Yeah, you know.
Yo, is out of pocket, man.
The boy, the last one, the boy. Y'all ain't heard
the boy.
Drake.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Go check it out.
Scary Hours.
He dropped 6 songs at the end.
I heard. All right, so somebody
all
told me
rap beats are fucking rap beats. Like
somebody told me that that new one with him and J. Cole, because I know he got one on that one. I heard the new one is even better, and so I heard that, but I haven't listened to any
J.
Drake.
Cole went off.
When doesn't he?
I did hear that.
When doesn't he?
I did hear
like
that.
Drake was rapping too on that song, but Cole was going.
Cole's the new Andre 3000 because Andre stopped rapping
for sure.
So there's that.
No, they've been saying
Yo
that.
called him J4000. You wild, boy.
They've been saying that.
Just up his level.
Nah, but Drake, real talk, and he had a conductor beat.
Conductor goes crazy.
He had a conductor beat, nigga. So I'm like, oh yeah, he went in there and rap. He was rapping his ass off on there.
Yeah.
It was like me. I was like, woo! I was doing a lot of those. I was like, God damn.
Oh, they're swerving in the car.
I was doing a lot of those. A lot of.
You gonna be late to school, son? I need to pull over.
I'm not
He
no
said,
Drake
what?
fan. Jaheim getting in the car, Dad, can I play a song? I'm like, he popping. I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's that shit. Like he's.
I didn't know he was up on game.
I raised you right, boy.
Hey, no, Jaheim, I give him the aux cord. You know how some kids, you don't want to get a kid the aux cord.
I'm not giving a kid the aux cord.
You could give Jaheim the aux cord. He might put on some Ransom. He might put on some West Side Gun sometimes. He listen to the younger music, but most of the time it's gonna be some shit that if you ain't got it in your phone, you gonna
put on some NBA Youngboy. You gotta just yank the aux cord out of his phone. Like, give me that.
You don't even listen to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some kids might put that on, and you gotta
you gonna Shazam his music. Like that's how good.
Hey, do you do it on the low? Because you don't want to act like you're not on game.
You gonna send it to me?
I do. Like, let me see that fucking phone. What is this?
Dad, why are you texting yourself the song? Hey, but I know you got to be proud of that, man. You got to be proud of that.
Dope.
Like, as a dad, like,
That's
yo, man,
dope.
you actually listen to the music that I would hope you would listen to. It is
He
dope
on some
stuff.
shit like, and he'll go back. Like, it might be a song that he heard me play, but he'll go back and like, I asked him, like, Ransom is, I think, one of his favorite rappers. And I asked him why he liked Ransom. He was like the wordplay, the way in which he raps. He's like, I can understand him. I was like, okay, so he's. That's the same reason I like him.
Yo, how'd you feel about that Domo Genesis album?
Which one? It's a recent drop?
I want to say it was with The Alchemist, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see the album cover because I think I might have heard that one and I didn't go back to it. The last 2 drops
That's
before
crazy.
that I really
go
liked.
back to it.
Domo is one of my favorite out the whole clique. Out of what's that? What's the Tyler's group?
Yeah, with all the letters.
Yeah, all them.
No, idols.
Whoa.
No.
Which letters you talking about? Man?
Huh?
Well, I started laughing.
Nah, I didn't see that.
No idols.
I didn't know you got that. No, this year.
No,
No,
with the
I
Alchemist,
didn't. Nah, I'm a Domo fan. I like that shit.
bro.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like this album.
Okay, I
like this album,
I'm gonna keep that.
bro.
this
Elimination Chamber is him, Earl Sweatshirt, Action Bronson, and I think there's somebody else on there. Bro, they went in. I really like Earl Sweatshirt's features on here. I really like his
Because the
features.
beats are better.
Well, he talking that, you know what I'm saying?
He can rap. I like his when he's featured because the production that he chooses
Don't always be it.
it be like
It all depends though, because whatever you do with the Alchemist, you really can't miss.
Alk ain't gonna fucking miss.
Nah, you really can't miss. And if you notice, like, the thing I like about the Alchemist, I feel like he only make beats for individuals who can rap. If you can't rap,
You're not getting in the studio with Alchemist if you don't know what you're doing.
From the out, it's just not gonna happen.
You know who I like though? Who makes niggas sound dope as fuck? Who might not have been? You know, Knowledge, KNX, Knowledge.
Didn't he do an album with Anderson .Paak?
Yes. Okay. So he's a producer, but on his Instagram page and on his Bandcamp, he does a lot of the like mixes.
Bandcamp.
He has hella Meek, and this I'm not referring to Meek as a person who can't rap, but he has a lot of Meek mixes and tapes where he takes a Meek verse, like a freestyle that when Meek was on the street freestyling, and he'll put it over a type of beat. He did that with Black Youngster. My nigga, it's a clip of Black Youngster freestyling, and the beat that is over on the Knowledge. Niggas in the comments like, yo, if this nigga rapped over these type of beats like this, I'll fucking buy the album for sure.
Yeah,
like it sounds amazing.
A lot of these people are talented. They pick a, I don't want to say a gimmick, but they pick a niche.
Sauce Walker.
Yeah.
He's another one I heard on like an actual hip hop like dope beat.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Fire.
There's I forgot like on my workout mix, because you know on Spotify, if you type in like workout, they'll have workout mixes catered to your catalog.
Okay.
But they'll of course have different artists on there as well. There's a song I heard by Sauce Walker, and I was like, oh wait. Same thing with
Ooh wee. See, got you saying.
Same thing. You stupid. Same thing with the Crip from LA.
Which one, nigga? This nigga said the
the
Crip.
one that looked like he could be DJ Quick's son.
Is it G Perico?
Yeah, G Perico. I like him. I like him already, right?
Yeah,
But I heard a song about workout mix, and I was like, bro, I almost started quitting. I'm like, never mind, get these reps in.
This for the set.
Focus, cuz. Focus. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you did. I see what you did right there. I did.
Nah, but it's some good artists out there. There's some good music out there. It's funny because sometimes there's a lot of good songs, but not good albums. As of late, there seems like there has been a lot of good albums.
They be trying to close the year out like, yo, I'm finna.
Like there's been a lot of good albums, and so that's definitely a positive. You know what I'm saying? You do need to take the time to listen though, because a lot of times on the first listen, you're so busy trying to get through the album sometimes that you don't really listen to it in depth to catch it the way you should.
True.
So, you know,
that
take
happens.
a few times to really listen to an album before you be like, I don't like it, because you'll be surprised at how it catch you at the right time, right vibes. It be him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's happened numerous times.
So give the Andre 3000 another listen, my guy.
So when I go to
before you go to sleep, how about that? How about after you get in your relaxive state? You know what I'm saying?
Get you a pill. Get you like a Sony pill or something, and just work on the garden and just.
It might work while I'm not even being funny in my room, because I got hella plants and shit. I'll turn on the little humidifier. Maybe I got this little black light. I might set up the vibe and see if that flute shit work.
Wow. You know what I think is gonna happen?
Wind chimes and shit too.
Wow, dog. Hey, he gonna have a moment where the album grow on him, man, and the lights dim, and then 3 Stacks just show up like, I'm glad you can make it, my brother.
Now that would be crazy.
See, I'm telling you, man. It's a way you got to listen to it. You summon the 3 Stacks.
It's about time you ascended.
Well, because this shit sound like a game. It sounds like a Game Boy, like a Zelda Final Fantasy type like game when you play this shit, my nigga.
I mean, like I said, I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm definitely gonna put myself in a relaxive state. You feel me? To be able to actually listen and be in tune with the vibes and the energy that is putting out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the thing. Like, new albums will come out, and I'll download them to the library. But there's always a time to listen to the album. You don't just get in like, I'm gonna slap it right now, because you know what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be.
It ain't gonna hit the same.
Nah, because bro, I put on one of the first times I really listened to, like, I saw the Larry June album and I started listening to it. I was like, okay, this is him. But I got in the kitchen one evening and then I put it on my speaker and actually listened to it like pretty much from start to beginning, because, you know, prep work and all the other things that go into.
Right.
Bro, I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, okay. Because while I was doing that, I actually had the time to hear it and hear it at a certain level and be able to, you know what I'm saying, kind of flow with it. And, you know, I'm like, he
it's kind of go crazy.
Numbers. Good job, Larry.
Hey. That's real. Well, you know what? One of the things that I'll say this before we get out of here is that sometimes it's hard to, there's so much music. Like, it's like pros and cons to it. Like, the fact that everybody can put their music out and be independent is dope, but sometimes it gets overlooked because something we've talked about, algorithms and trends and stuff like that. So great quality music can get easily overlooked because there's an abundance of it coming out at the same time. And then they're also battling with trying to make sure it actually gets to the consumer. Even their own target demographic.
And then sometimes the advertising or the campaigns aren't there.
Yeah, that's true. That's
like,
very true.
It's like some, and it's crazy because a lot of times it's because the person is so focused on the actual music and the project that they're not worried about going on campaign for it. They just want to, they're focused on it, they're into it, and they want to put out this completed project. And they're not thinking about the fact that I need to advertise or campaign in a certain way so more people will be aware of it. So
I got to figure out how to reach the people and my people, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
To get that recognition. But hopefully we helped out with some of the dope stuff. Y'all gotta send me some of these new albums that came out, because it's, like I said, it's hard keeping up. It's hard keeping up. But it's gonna be hard for y'all to keep up with us, because y'all gotta tune in until next time. So we're gonna get up out of here. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed the episode. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. I already know some of y'all is gonna have some issues with some of the opinions we had, but we don't care.
Tap in there, say something, comment.
Say something.
YouTube,
leave a comment,
IG, TikTok, Facebook, like, we're everywhere.
Right. And after we get done arguing, buy a hoodie. Buy a hoodie.
I'm not arguing. Get
your skin right with Poe, man, and buy the products, man.
I'm not arguing.
Hey, y'all seen that last post I made?
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, this your boy, Dizzy D Spill. You've been tuning into the Notion Podcast with my co-host in the building,
Jelani Evans.
Poe.
And until next time,